Hello, everybody. My name is Kessia Kopecky. Welcome back to the Edmonton Global stage. And for all of you joining us online through our live stream program, thank you so much for tuning back in. We're here broadcasting live from inside the Edmonton Convention Centre at North America's largest hydrogen convention, the Canadian Hydrogen Convention 2024. So thank you all so much for being here. This convention is really impressive. I know we have over 8,000 or 8,500 people here this week. And a lot of those people are international, and we have a very large Polish delegation with us. We even had President Duda of Poland walking through the trade floor earlier today, which was pretty exciting. And I'm here today with 3 of our Polish delegates to have a little bit of a discussion about what opportunities there are in Poland and Canada, and if there's any room for collaboration, and just to have that conversation. So thank you so much, all of you, for being here. We have Krzysztof, Szymon, and Adam. Thank you so much. I'll just start by grabbing your introductions from you guys. Thanks.
Right, thank you so much for invitation. My name is Adam Piotrowski, and I'm expert in electromobility and hydrogen technologies. Pleasure to be here.
Szymon Kuczynski, AGH University of Krakow, Faculty of Drilling, Oil and Gas, assistant professor.
Krzysztof Zdziarski, PESA. We produce rolling stock, which is locomotives, trains, and streetcars. But most importantly, here we also can power them with a hydrogen. And we've got one working back home, and some of them being in the process of production for other customers. So that's something we wanted to show here.
Perfect, thank you. So being that you're all the way here in the Edmonton region, have any of you been to Canada or to Alberta or Edmonton before?
Yeah, I was actually twice in Canada, once in Toronto, the other one in Montreal. So for me, it's the 3rd time here.
Welcome back. And how about the 2 of you?
Last year, Regina, University of Regina and International CCS Center, and also in Calgary in September last year, World Petroleum Congress.
Yeah, I had a chance to be on the Oilers game in November. They won with Islanders. So I'm up to date with this part of Alberta. And I also spent quite some time in Toronto in the past.
Awesome. Well, welcome back to all of you. Last night when I met a few more of the people from your delegation, a lot of people I talked to had never been here before, so it was really exciting to welcome everybody. Why is everybody here at the Canadian Hydrogen Convention? It seems like it's a pretty big trip. There's a lot of you. Can you tell me why?
Absolutely. To me, being here is quite critical in terms of understanding the ecosystem here. I believe we gained a lot of experience in Europe regarding the full electric and also hydrogen vehicles. And I think it is very, very good occasion to actually exchange experience together with the Canadian companies and also see whether there would be any possibilities for the future cooperation.
So while you've been here, have you found any opportunities for collaboration, or has there been anything that you've learned that's different from Poland?
Well, I think we share the common challenge with the winter temperatures. In Poland, we have definitely way better situation than the minimum what we can get is about minus 20 Celsius degrees. Here, it's just start of the winter, more or less. We talk more or less about the temperatures minus 35, minus 40 degrees in some parts of Canada. So definitely it is very, very challenging for from the efficiency point of view, as well as the possibility of actually electrifying some of the devices. As electrifying, I understand also hydrogen.
Yeah, I'd say the Edmonton region and Canada more broadly is a pretty harsh place to be testing any kind of technology. It's really a good place to prove concept, because if it works here in minus 40, it probably works everywhere.
Indeed, actually, the super cold temperatures are quite challenging for both battery and also other type of, I would say, any powertrain, because also diesel or gasoline have also problems with the low temperatures.
Szymon, can you add to that?
Why I'm here? I came here looking for cooperation with industry, with universities and research institutes, especially in the field of underground hydrogen storage. I know that University of Alberta have strong research team over there. So I believe for future cooperation in development of projects dedicated to underground hydrogen storage, salt cavern, aquifer, saline aquifers, but also research in the field of hydrogen pipeline transport, purification of hydrogen, and also thermodynamic issues of admixturing hydrogen into natural gas and separation from such of mixture. That's research side, and also education. We would like to establish solid education cooperation between our universities, students exchange, PhD candidates in the field of generally hydrogen, but especially underground hydrogen storage.
Are there any projects that your university is working on, like between Poland and Canada, or like a university here, or even do you have any partnerships that are with other country universities?
According to Canada, we have basic general program dedicated to the students exchange, but we are struggling, and our wish is to establish cooperation on some research projects. So that's why I'm here.
So what do you need in order for that to happen if you're trying to find these partnerships and collaborations? If you had a magic wand, how would we be able to do that?
We are, as researchers, we can work globally. We can perform and develop solutions, or in Krakow, or in Alberta, in Edmonton, or somewhere else, and we can wrap up everything into one output. So I believe such of international cooperation is definitely possible.
Thank you so much. Krzysztof, why are you here at the Canadian Hydrogen Convention?
When our product is pretty international. So when we were looking around and we saw that Canada and Alberta is doing some initiatives in hydrogen field, we say, okay, maybe they might need some help from us or something, so we'll come to help. Well, being serious, we very much impressed that you're taking that broadly, meaning building an ecosystem. What we face is that we deliver the product and there is a rest of infrastructure missing. That is difficult to fill it, that is difficult to certify, that is difficult sometimes even to show, to demonstrate. And as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I observe, you do your initiatives or hydrogen initiatives very widely. So building like we call it ecosystem all around. And that's something which I would like to observe, and also maybe even team up with some areas in Poland. We from Bydgoszcz, which is midway between Warsaw and Gdańsk, is like a state, and we've got also the governor who is very much into the clean energy, to hydrogen, so we might give him some examples. We already got him to Fukushima. They got a very nice setup after the power plant, which was closed after the failure, and we're trying to get the best of what's out there, but also prove it economically. So we're building the case, business case, calculating, and we've, from what we understand, we very much advanced with what we call commercialization of hydrogen. So we're making people being happy paying for it because there is a good deal on it. Not necessarily only in Excel sheet, but also in the standard of living, making sure that we're doing a good stuff and all of it. So that's what I'm looking, or that's what we're looking for. I'm here with the engineering group and also people from sales and marketing. So we're trying to position using what what we can observe here, and we think is very impressive. And that's what even more impressive to me was that your Prime Minister opening that, she was very much into that, in depth, very much understanding. So that's very good that she's a real leader, not only for what politicians do on a daily basis, but also on the side job, which is high technology on hydrogen. Very good. So that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, if you're looking for somewhere that has a really strong ecosystem and good connectivity between multiple players, support from all levels of government, here is a really good place to model that. Are there other places that you are seeing around the world that are kind of modeling a hydrogen economy really well, anywhere that we can learn from? Or even Poland, is there anything that we can learn from that?
Well, I think the major market for the hydrogen vehicles in Europe would be, let's say, most of Western countries as well as central eastern part of Europe. So we have plenty of electric and hydrogen buses. The business is definitely growing. It's still early stage of development. So commercialization, as Krzysztof said, is not yet, let's say, purely, let's say, mass market. But I would say, in terms of technical readiness, we are here. The solutions are working quite well. Obviously, we are not facing the very low temperatures during the winter, but such products has to be, let's say, maintained properly. And I would say many companies from the heavy-duty sector, including buses, coaches, trucks, and passenger car vehicles, maybe also, are also supporting the knowledge of how to maintain vehicles to the industry as locomotives, for instance. So from the technical point of view, there are some, let's say, small differences, but the knowledge is here. And I believe, especially in Poland, we have quite good experience in terms of developing such systems. And for us, it's great to be here in Canada to see additional, let's say, challenges. But I'm quite sure that with the proper knowledge, what we have currently now in Poland and also other European countries, I'm quite sure it can be, let's say, extended to this region.
Szymon, can you add to that?
I can add that I believe Poland has this experience. We are the third largest hydrogen producer in Europe, fifth in the world. So I can say yes, we have background, but developing of technology for green hydrogen and large-scale amount of hydrogen. That's our goal. And to make this need to store large-scale amounts of hydrogen, for example, in underground storage sites, salt caverns or something. So yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the storage and what's kind of on trend as far as hydrogen storage in Poland? Because I know it's different kind of everywhere, and there's so many different solutions.
After the war in the Ukraine begins, Polish companies initiated development of underground natural gas storage sites. They are making bigger the volume, the capacity of the storage site. Right now it's 3.2 billion cubic meter and trying to expand it to 4.5 billion cubic meters. So yes, we can say we have experience in underground gas storage. And yes, we wanted to move forward to make it happen, to have these possibilities to store large-scale amounts of hydrogen in future. We have sites, selected potential sites to store this hydrogen in salt caverns.
Thank you. So Krzysztof, you mentioned that your business, a lot of your technology has moved already fairly international. Can you tell us a little bit as well about what you're seeing as good models, things that we can learn from for building out?
Well, everybody is a little bit specific. But when you ask earlier, who is the role model or who is leading, I think Japan is leading the pack. But I think Poland, but for sure Canada and Alberta is very, very much in the leading pack too, you know? They put a lot of founding into it. They did a lot of testing and initial setups, and the big companies are already deep into it. But we've got Ballard, which is in Vancouver. We've got so many nice exhibitors here. And as I said earlier, this is a big movement. So that's bringing a lot of optimism to us. Yeah, we've got the equipment. The equipment. What differs that equipment from all the others is that it's been fully certified and homologated, which means it can go with the public. It's not on the testing stage, it's not on the prototype stage, it can go work with the public, like a car. So we now into this commercialization. Talking international, we've got quite a few systems which are from around the globe. There are Canadian units, there are Japanese, there are also American and Polish, yeah? So this is international. You can't get from one corner shop and build the local. Not now yet. So we're very impressed with what happens in here. We're very impressed concerning this ecosystem, yeah? So we will be coming and sharing that knowledge, learning, if possible, also sharing that knowledge. We went to Japan first time on a big conference. They tell it this is worldwide biggest conference. They ask us to present the equipment we've got, or we built, or we design and build, and we present it, and they already issued the invitation for us to come next year to see what the progress is. So we're getting these contacts. We think we've got quite a bit to offer, and we're also very much keen to learn. Looking for a hydrogen friends, as simple as that.
Looking for hydrogen friends.
Yeah, we're building a community, or we are entering that community. Yeah.
I love that so much. I've been saying high fives for hydrogen. I don't know if we want to make that stick. So since you've been here, I know all of you.
You know, working with hydrogen in very many companies, you got to be a little bit crazy. If the company is not meant for it altogether, then when you're trying to push the project in, they say, well, what is the business case? And it says, oh, well, it's coming. When is it coming? It's coming soon, but not tomorrow. So that's also building some kind of I think it's building some community which like to push it and like to test it and like to invest.
Well, it's definitely a community of entrepreneurs and risk takers and brave people who are very, very innovative, because if you even think about what the conversation was like 2 years ago, a lot more of it was concept, and now we're kind of in that proof of concept stage. So it's just rapidly escalating, which is really interesting to see. So we're almost done this session now. We're just under 1 minute left. Do any of you want to say anything that the audience should know? Adam?
Well, for me, it's a great time here, and I think that, as I mentioned before, we share a lot of experiences together. We have very similar hope for the hydrogen and also clean energies in general. So I think this is the right moment to start to make more business cases.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for joining this panel. It was really great to learn from you and learn more about kind of that collaboration and connection with Poland and Canada. And thank you everybody here for watching. And to all of our viewers online, thank you so much for tuning in. for everybody watching online, we are going to be airing in 5 minutes the Air Products announcement that happened on the main stage today, just in about 5 minutes. So stick around, watch that. And then for everybody else and for everybody online, come back at 3:55, where we're going to be interviewing and talking with Rachel Smith, the Vice President of Air Products, to just talk more about that announcement. So it'll be pretty exciting, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.